You wanna you wanna kiss for good luck?
Oh, okay. Somebody's in a great mood.
You know why I'm in a great mood?
Why, baby?
Because I made you breakfast again. And you gonna eat it after the show?
Yes.
You gonna eat it after the show?
It's sitting. Hey, welcome. We're live. Welcome to episode 44 of the Marriage Go Around podcast with Tanjareen and CT. Yay!
We missed last week because I think you had something to do.
Yeah, I was gonna go down the whole weekly recap, but yes, it was my birthday the day before.
What?
Yes. But let's shout out the people who are in here early. Guys, this is a relationship podcast because as it says on the screen, we are a real life married couple. And we just celebrated 9 years married this month. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Shout out to the people who were in here before we even went live. Keena posted 4 or 5 hours ago. We ready? Team Tanjareen, Team Reen. Jordan Taylor says, can't wait. He was in here an hour ago. Kim Bowers. My Mama Reen is here. Hi, Mommy. Thanks for watching. Ready and waiting. It's Autumn Reed.
Autumn Reed.
Just waiting on CT and Queen Tanjareen. Greatest couple of all time. Tanjareen and CT. Thank you, Cobra Tay. Bandersnatch was in here right on time. Ready to see what we are arguing about today.
I'm sure something will pop up, Bandersnatch.
We're in a good mood. We started with the kiss. That's the first time we've ever started. But he will not stop interrupting me. No, but I'm just going to
get one more.
Oh, a little bit painful right there.
Got the suck on that bottom lip pause.
It's not pause. I'm a girl.
Well, you say suck on. That's the pause part.
I'm a girl.
Nah,
you should be sucking on me.
I know that, but it's just the wording.
Boy, we had a time last night. To hear tag them up was great. Yes, it was. We're going to get into that.
I got to see the face.
Tell us your real name, Just V. Damn, CT.
Oh, wait.
Look at that fro, Autumn Reed said.
Were they watching, I think he streamed.
Were y'all more mob or did you watch it live? I was
Thanks,
pulling it out so they could see that you had long hair. It was just that shrinkage. You got long
my shrinkage is crazy. Do that again.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
Should I say pause because you said your shrinkage was crazy?
No, you don't pat it down.
Baby, if I leave it up, it's going to be a mess. I'm trying to put it back where it was.
First of all, also, that's very painful when you do it.
What's up, Armari Smooth Spinner? What's up, peeps? Ready for the workout and mental stimulation. Thank you, Gotcha. All right, so let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the Marriage Go Around podcast, episode number 44, broadcasting live on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time. And we are here to talk to you about relationships. We are giving advice. We are taking advice. We are doing questions live right here. You can type your questions here. If they're not about relationships, then we might not get to them. We want to keep this. What are you looking at, baby?
I thought the nipple popped out.
Really? Then my nipples are way down there.
Oh.
You are familiar with my body, yes?
I'm only looking at the top.
Okay. Well, that's just
I want to give you your flowers for cutting together a clip today because I asked you to. And I'm sure that it threw off your entire day to do that because that was not in your plans. And it came out great. You did an amazing job. I was so glad you made me a collaborator.
Oh, I'm so happy that you
can do it on Facebook.
You're so funny.
And then I can be a collaborator too. I think they do that there too.
They do, but I have to shorten it to 90 seconds and I have to bleep out the word T, the T word that you kept saying because they will get us in trouble. So I have to edit that one later, then make it a 60-second one to make it a short on YouTube. So it's a process. And if anybody wants to edit for us,
I'll let YouTube cut it.
Let me know. Right.
I'll be in the middle of the sentence.
The punchline be at the end, and I'll be like, dang, they cut before the punchline. I want to make sure the punchline is in there. Anyways, this is the Marriage Go Around podcast, and we have a theme song before we get started. And we'll pin some questions if they're about relationships, and we'll get to them later. We also give you the opportunity to get on camera with us, to jump in and ask your questions live or give us your comments or talk to us about relationships live. I don't know any other podcast like this with two married stand-up comedians and actors and writers who will let you get on camera and ask them questions live or answer your questions from the comments live. I don't know who else is doing it like this, so please share this. Leave a positive emoji. Are you trying to think of somebody else who's doing it like this? It looked like you were trying to think of somebody. It's just us.
No, I was just warming up, right?
Oh, my hands are cold? Maybe you like cold. Okay, melanin popping, hairstyles are popping. Y'all look good and black AF. I love it. Hey, Morgan. Thank you so much for that positive comment all the way over there in France. Do y'all have kids? If so, how often does the issue of conflicting decisions regarding the kids come up?
Nope.
No kids, because we got enough to argue about. All right, let's do the theme song and let's get into what we've been up to since the last time we had an episode, because we've been gone for 2 weeks. Then we'll get into some funny memes and today's topic. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna sing with me?
Yeah.
You look excited.
I'm ready.
5, 6. Oh wait. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Because there's merry things and things are rock. Merry things and things are rock. The Real Relationship Podcast. Block out, block out, block out.
Pew, 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 pew. Good job, baby.
Got that out the way.
You weren't doing the hands though. I heard the voice,
Is it always
but
something?
you weren't really committed physically.
I did everything you wanted.
Physical commitment wasn't there. I had to.
I rolled my shoulders.
But what about the blocker, pew, pew, pew?
I said it. That's
right,
for you to do.
Guys. We're getting there. Always love that song. Thank you, Jordan Taylor.
You shut your mouth, Jordan.
Great take on kids last night. But was it a joke or serious concern? He's talking about why you didn't want kids.
Was he there? Was he watching?
Yes, he said he was at Flappers.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for coming to the show.
That joke is not out yet. Not sure. We need to know about your shrinkage. Autumn Reed said that's hilarious.
You shut your white mouth off.
I love how CT looks so over it, but he still does it because he loves Tanj. That's a good marriage right there. That is a good man, y'all.
Man.
A good man. I'm a lady, Just V says. Okay, well, hello, Just V.
Just V, you got a picture? Did we meet? Did we meet? Did I get a chance to shake your hand? Where were you sitting?
And did you talk to us afterwards?
Yeah.
Cobra Tay says he's going to remix the theme song. Excellent. What's up, CT and Tash? Hey, fam, what's up?
What up?
So let me just recap you. We have not done this show since May 24th. Why? Because the following week was May 31st. So let me think. Okay, I wrote it down real quick so I can go real quick.
Yep.
I just started hosting a new show for dherbs.com. It's a health company called Street Smart. So you can look on their page and see clips of me interviewing people on the street about health, and it's a really fun multiple choice. And if they get all 3 answers right, I give them cash right there on the spot. So the first couple episodes came out this week, but the day after our last podcast, I went and drove and shot that. Then Saturday, we went to our friend Keenan Baker's Bonfire Stories, which is an amazing live show where comedians come and tell stories, not jokes, but actual stories of things that happened in their life. He's done it several times. You find out who's killed some kids, who's been to jail, whose dad used to sell drugs, or who's got, a really funny story about meeting Dave Chappelle. Like, it's a really good show. So Keenan Baker's Bonfire Stories. That was Saturday. Monday was Memorial Day. We went to a comedian named Mateen's Memorial Day pool party. A lot of other comedians were there. It was close to our house. It was fun. Tuesday was my actual birthday, May 30th. So he took me, we went hiking together in the morning, which we had not done in years. We used to go all the time. We hadn't gone in years. Then we watched TV together, took a long nap, and then went to a very romantic, enchanted, magical dinner at a really beautiful place that has vegan and carnivore food called Inn of the Seventh Ray. I highly recommend them. Very beautiful place. Did you like that place?
Oh my God. We had sea bass. I had sea bass. You had the vegetables. I had sea bass, and the sea bass was so good. It's the best sea bass I ever tasted. And I like salmon because of the skin at the bottom. Like, I like it to be crispy. And the sea bass had a skin that was,
and he usually doesn't get sea bass, so I'm glad he was able to taste that. And I had a delicious cauliflower steak. I hate when they call it cauliflower steak. It's not steak, people. It's just cauliflower. But they had a really amazing sauce on it. Brussels sprouts were fire. Mashed potatoes were fire. Anyways.
Oh, the mashed potatoes, so fire.
Garlic mashed potatoes, they were really,
I would like
good.
to go back with friends.
I would like to as well. Let's see who can get the schedule and the money together to hang out with us.
Who do we want to hang out with?
That's the tough one. Who has somebody to bring so we can do couples?
Who has somebody to bring that we like?
Ooh, we're narrowing it down.
We are narrowing it down. Let's just, me and you go.
Okay. Kiss. Mwah.
I know I'm having a good time with you.
There we go. So that was my actual birthday. The next day, my sister kidnapped me, took me to Glen Ivy Hot Springs in Corona. It's like an 1.5-hour drive. It's an outdoor resort. There's 19 pools, all with mineral water and natural springs, like a jacuzzi coming out of the ground. It's incredible. There's restaurants there, sauna, steam room. So I did that all day. I posted that picture so y'all would know where I was. Wednesday, that was Wednesday. Then I threw this big party for a homeowner association. So that was the last few days. Shopping for that, Friday. Tacos and tequila party, then putting all the stuff back to the returns for the store. And now we're here today. So you had some shows, and what you been up to?
So yeah, I had some shows.
All right. And now we're back. So
I got a chance to play Uno with a couple of members of the squad on Saturday. And
online.
Then, online.
Okay.
And then Like a lot of them weren't available, but we had a good time. And then Sunday, it was just me, Tay, and King James. And then
What happened to everybody else?
They were busy. They were getting their lives.
Wow, that's how they did you, baby.
So we'll try to play some Uno, maybe,
Sorry, babe.
another day.
Oh,
I love playing Uno with them. Like, it's like a real, you can't tell me we're not in person playing Uno. It's just a great time.
Well, going back to Autumn Reed, who came out here and played Uno with you in person, when you said shut your white mouth, she says, my white what? Ain't a white thing on me except my teeth and the white of my eyes. Respect my caramelized beigeness, please. That's funny. And Just V said she was sitting in the back of the front of Hippie Goes and Dominique. CT was talking about Kev's cousin. But I was standing next to him talking to John Cia and Kanisha. Tange was surrounded, so I...
Oh, perfect. Yeah, what's up, baby girl?
Well, hello.
Got a chance to talk to her last night. So, yeah, Autumn, the reference in Shut Your White Mouth is a video we saw, I want to say like 3 years ago. Yes. It was so funny. I didn't think I think these people were actually white, but Tanjareen and I start saying it to black people.
Yeah,
and it makes us laugh.
Because it's funny when white people say shut your white mouth. Lex says we can invite them out. They'll come make the trip.
Well, Lexi, first of all, I need you to accept the invite to Uno before you trying to get out the city.
That part. Morgan says, I adore the picture of you and your sister with the Jackson bags. Thank you for that. So the bags that I'm holding in the picture of my sister and I, Jackson custom made them with our names on them. She sews, you guys. She's very talented, and it's an international custom bag. So make sure y'all hit her up if you want one. You ready to talk about relationships? We have some funny memes. Wait, my nose is running because it's...
CT was great and hilarious on the last Zoom with the homies. Thank you, Ashley White.
Oh, yeah. That Zoom with the homies on Tahir's page. Hey, Andrea. Was so they could promote the show that I forgot to say we were at last night, but they just reminded me it was called Tag Up Show by Tahir Moore. Yeah, and they work out their jokes right there together on stage. Yeah. Him, BT, Tahir, Keisha E, and Shantae Wayans. Very funny show. I think Tahir is going to do it every month. Make sure y'all check it out. Guy Tripp says he made it to the beginning of Zoom with the homies. It was early, had to rewatch, was able to get Team C all day in there. I'm running out of breath. Okay.
Go get you some water. I'll talk to the people.
Okay.
Go get you some water.
We already have 2 people in the green room. You want some water, baby?
They here. We kicking it. Go get you some water.
You want some water, baby?
I would.
Okay.
But I wasn't doing it for me. I was just saying for you. So, yeah, we did the show last night, and it was so great because it was just... None of us had done anything like that before. And it was the brainchild of Tahir. It was so fun. And the audience was just incredible. The energy was crazy. And then afterwards, getting a chance to meet everybody was pretty dope. And there were some mystery people there. Like when I asked everybody, I'm like, yo, who was such and such sitting such and such and such and such? Nobody knew them at all. And I'm like, that's wild to have people in the audience that people don't know, right? And then we didn't even get a chance to meet afterwards. So that's why I was like, yo, who were you? Did we get a chance to meet you? Because there were some mystery people that all of us were wondering about the entire time. Let's see. Thanks, Dan. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Keith Davis says, guys, I may be packing my clothes and moving to the Dominican Republic in July. That's Congrats. What's up, man.
If that's good news for you, then it's good news for us.
Alexis, I had to work, Tay. I got it. Hey, sweet, beautiful couple. Andrea Lily, how was that trip, huh? Going all the way to Jamaica.
I ain't seen Monty in these since the trip. I need to make sure she's okay and didn't get trafficked.
Oh my God. Who said something like that?
Okay, we're going to pin that question. And let's see. Kiara's in the building. Darnell's in the building. What up, though?
What up,
the merch flow. Oh, okay, so Ashley's letting us know she's in the green room and she has some Tanjareen merch.
Hey.
And Autumn Reed says, I know the reference, so no worries.
Cool.
Stop Uno shaming us. The world keeps forcing us to do adulting, but we'll always do some Mission Impossible stuff to try and play with you.
I miss y'all.
That's all he was trying to say. This is a cry for help.
Yep.
All right, so there's so many things we could talk about for relationships before we get into our funny memes. Yes, baby.
You have...
Oh, this is over too much now.
She's a Delta, and she has this Delta notebook paper.
I have a couple different versions of it.
How many, do you just keep ordering them if you run out? Because I'd be like, man, that's such dope paper. I don't even want you to use it. But, can you just order more and more?
Yeah, I'll find different kinds. After this one runs out, I'll find another one because they might not make this kind. That's fine, as long as it says Delta Sigma Theta.
But they sell merch like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, great. I didn't know. Mm-hmm. I would have to go to delta.com?
No. And you wouldn't go to anything.
Delta.
You don't.
Delta Sigma Theta.com? Y'all got a secret site, like a portal that only y'all know because y'all are in the sorority?
Let's keep this.
If I buy a notebook, can I also pledge?
No.
Will it make me step?
I would love to see you.
Are y'all steps on YouTube?
Delta step, but
can I YouTube
not a
Delta
step, but a Greek step. Can we get back to relationships? Just so
this is a relationship. I'm with you. You're a Delta. Tell me where I'm wrong.
I thought for sure I was gonna marry a Q dog, but I married a comedian.
You married a wannabe cute dog.
Don't say, yeah.
A wannabe. I would love to have been a Q. An Omega? What? Those guys are brilliant.
Keith Davis said I was FaceTiming a woman from the Dominican Republic for a relationship. So pray for me, y'all. And now you about to move down there? You never met her?
About to be gone.
Did he say move or visit?
He said move.
He did say move.
Pack his bags.
Keith David, you need to click the link and come talk to us because I need to know if you really are just about to move with a woman you've never actually met.
Are you Greek Bandersnatch?
CT hair is giving Q right now. He doesn't like a Q dog.
Oh, that's how the hair looks?
Sometimes.
I know several Qs. They don't have hair.
They be wild. Keith, you're getting scammed. Keith, we want to talk to you. Omega Side 5, man, are amazing. Ashley, how you know?
Ashley got that ass.
Ashley is white as she can be, and she knows about the bros all the way in North Carolina. You married a big dog. Keep doing your thing, bro. I did, Darnell. Instead of a cute dog, I married a big dog. You're right. Keith is living that vida loca. I ain't mad at it. Hey, man, I want to hear about this trip.
That says not at all.
So, relationship topics. You have anything you want to talk about?
Why don't you start?
So that means no?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had a couple things we had jotted down in the past. Like one of them was...
Oh, wait, I got something.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 44 of the Marriage Go Around podcast, live with Tanjareen and CT. And today's topic is...
So, well, can I just say the thing and then we say the topic? Like you redo what you just did after I say it?
Okay.
Okay. So I watched a video today where the question that this man asked the woman asked the man, she said, so let's say you are on a trip with your girlfriend and you go through her phone and you see something that she did 10 years ago. Are you leaving her? And he's like, yeah, I'm done. And she's like, just on the trip. And he's like, yeah, I'm done. And he says to her, all right, so let's say you had a way to look at a man that you are in a relationship with and you guys have just checked into this amazing resort and you see into the future that he doesn't have any money anymore. He loses his job. He's just doing badly. Will you still get with him? And the woman was like, no. And then he was like, that's so interesting. Men care about a woman's past and women care about a man's future.
Amen.
And I was like, ooh.
Amen.
So the topic that I wanted to broach was, do men care more about a woman's past or her future? Do men and women care more about the past or the future? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to episode 44 of... I was about to say Tangerine Stop Talent. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to episode number 44 of the Marriage Go Round with Tanjareen and CT. And today's relationship topic is men care more about a woman's past and women care more about a man's future. True or false? Let us know in the comments, or you can click the link and get on camera and talk to us about it. Because I think I agree with that. I feel like women are raised to find somebody that can care for them, provide for them, protect them. That's all about the future. They assume the man, or they hope the man has some experience in the bedroom. Maybe he's been around the block. Maybe he's going to show them a couple things. We got to play innocent so that we don't get, talked bad about. So definitely we're caring about the future, in my opinion. And a man doesn't want a woman that's too experienced. You want that fun, but you don't want to marry the girl that was, hanging from the chandelier on the first date and was, topping you off in public. In front of your boys and ran a train on you. You don't want that woman to be your wife. So you care about the past. 10 years ago is wild that they would look through the phone and break up over that. But what do you guys think? Sharky says true. Darnell says true. Be a good fish on the past and playful about the future. Be a good fish on the past and playful about the future. Okay. Jordan says, do any of them care more about their present? Bars.
Great question, Jordan.
The Buddha says to live in the present, not to worry about the past and the future. Okay, Isaac says, I don't need to know about her past as long as I'm her future. Just saying. That's good. But what if you're her love? What if you were her future, Isaac, and then you find out that 11 of your homeboys smashed her in college. Do you still not care about the past?
11.
11 of the homies smashed, Isaac, but you're her future. Does it matter then? What's up? Monty says she mostly agrees. Jarrell says, I don't understand why people take the skin off salmon. Okay, you must be watching a little bit slower. Go ahead and fast forward because we stopped talking about the food about 17 minutes ago. Let me see. Amos says both since the past will presumably determine the future. Why else care about the past? And of course, Amos is a guy, so he cares about the past.
It won't usually, you can't say that it will determine the future though.
I love our friend Ida Rodriguez has a really funny joke about how black women and white women are different, because she says a white woman could have sex with a whole football team and still marry a senator. And I'm like, that is hilarious because it's true.
It's true.
I mean, don't we have an ex sex worker that was in the White House with Trump? Like, wasn't she wild? I mean, we've had some women that have done some things that have made it to big positions. So, yeah. Let's see. Goldfish, sorry, meaning have a short-term memory of the past. Goldfish. Thank you, Darnell. I would say it goes both ways. Ashley says, Aaron is thinking a man can care about the future and the woman cares about the past to figure out what that person is about and vice versa. We do want to know about the past to figure out what the person's about, but that's just a little bit like, hey, why'd you break up with your last girlfriend? Okay. And you probably not going to tell the truth anyway if it was your fault, but we asked because we wanted to see what you're going to say.
I've always told you why all of my past relationships ended.
You've had one.
I've had 3.
Oh, that's so cute. You had 3.
I can't help that I've been with you since my early 20s, Tanjareen. I'm just telling you that I told you the truth about why each relationship ended.
You did. But had you beat a girl upside her head,
Never.
and got put in the hospital,
Wow.
or stalked her, or something like that, you might not have told me the truth.
These
the
are
crazy guys
things
don't,
that happen to you.
And a lot of women. And so, there's a reason that all these movies are on Lifetime. But the guy who goes in a relationship with the next girl isn't going to admit any of that. He's just going to be like, oh, she was tripping. She didn't appreciate a good man that was right in front of her, You know
what's funny? I've never had a problem telling a woman my shortcomings, especially when I was wrong, because it's like, this is just what it is. I'd rather you just know.
That's what I love about you. You're vulnerable and honest.
Like, hey, why'd y'all break up? Well, you know what I mean? As opposed to, oh yeah, see, she didn't understand how to identify an alpha. You're like, come on.
That's the person that wakes up, Grand Rising
Queen. Rising Queen.
Get out of here.
How can I add to your day?
Morgan says, well, if there's room for 11, there's room for 12. Hey, go ahead, Morgan. Eddie Mack says, 11 homies smash and she ended up with me. Sounds like the Kanye West, Kim Kardashian story. Ooh, that's cold. Say it.
There's a girl named Tori Bricks. Tori Bricks, her real name is Tori Hughes. Tori Bricks, met her on the set a while now. Beautiful girl, but she's also super cool, right?
Okay.
Let me tell you something. She would almost bring out the Captain Save-'em in me. She could say, hey, yo, I smashed all your friends, but I love you. You'd be like, all right.
That's because she's that pretty, or her butt is that big, or what is it about her?
Yeah. We were like, hey, look, okay. me and Taj gonna find a room for you and your baby. It's like she's
for you and your baby?
Old.
Do I get to say something?
Yeah, that's why I say me and Taj gonna figure it out.
But you didn't even ask me.
I could have said I'll figure it out.
You didn't even ask me.
Taj, I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you a picture. She can have my side of the bed.
No. She ain't gonna be in a room with us. She gonna be down the hall.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
I don't think I will be able to sleep next to anybody but you.
That's good to know.
Not even think. Sleeping with you is so peaceful, and you're so respectful with your sleeping.
Oh, appreciate that. Baby.
Do you understand that I have been in the bed and a woman has got up making noise, and you be like, oh, this is your last rendezvous.
I tiptoe as much as I can. I was so sad when that water bottle made a noise when I was about to go to the gym the other morning.
Let's talk about Tanjareen, guys.
Okay.
Tanjareen is one of the most considerate people on the planet. She's so considerate that if anything goes against her considerate plan, she visibly gets angry, right? So the day that she's talking about was like 2 days ago. No, it was actually yesterday. I wake up And Tanjareen assumed it was a water bottle. I did all this work to be quiet, and the water bottle made a noise, and that's what woke you up. And I'm like, nah, that's not what woke me up. Yes, it is. And I'm mad at the water bottle. I'm throwing it away. And it's like,
I tiptoed out of that room. I get all of my clothes, my underwear, my sports bra, my workout clothes, my socks, my scarf, my workout jacket, quietly get all those things together, put my contact lenses in damn near the dark. I tiptoe out, and as I grabbed my water bottle, it made that noise, and then he woke up. And I was like,
what she doesn't know is I heard her getting her sports bra. I heard her getting her clothes.
Because you were snoring until that water bottle made a noise.
I was snoring?
Yes, but a light snore. You've been eating healthier, and your snore has been more like a peaceful hum.
The fade is out?
The fade is out? Let's see what this is saying. Please bring back Shoot Your Shot this year. Michael Jones, you are the king of staying off topic. That's what we know about you. Tanjareen has a beautiful soul and a heart. Thank you.
Just getting
Breakups are always hard to get over. Oh, Tory Bricks used to be with Rich the Kid, the rapper. And she had a relationship with Young Ma for a little bit. Oh, she goes both ways. Okay.
Rich the Kid made a post or a comment. He made a post. He took a picture of her and said, he posted it. He was like, please help me find her so she could be my baby mama. And not even 6 months later, she became his baby mama. And that, if that ain't manifestation, I don't know what is.
Wow. And it's good when you're popular enough for people to see your post and to tell the person you're talking about. That always
and for
helps.
her to be interested.
Yeah, because if he wasn't,
it didn't work out with them. But yeah, you got the baby.
All right, back to our topic. If you're just joining, we are live talking about men are more concerned with a woman's past and women are more concerned with a man's future. Is this true or false? Amos says, the only reason you would care about the past is because the assumption you make about how the past will influence the future. Deep. Autumn Reed says, as a woman, I care about both. I need to know the past so I can judge how it may affect our future, but sexual history, AKA the numbers, isn't really important. That's a woman saying that, but men are the ones who are worried about the numbers sometimes. Well, the woman has had a lot of numbers.
I'm a man, so I think I'll chime in here.
Please tell us.
In your early 20s, that body count matters. I'm not gonna lie to you. In your 30s and up, doesn't really matter. And that's because you gain, hopefully, a level of wisdom and a level of growth personally, mentally, and emotionally that you understand that stuff doesn't matter, right? As long as she ain't coming in with no uncurables and no 1,000 kids, you good. But in your early 20s, it's like you shouldn't have that many miles in week 23. You know what I'm saying?
Early 20s is when people get it in because they go to college. I have a friend who was very sheltered, went to private school her entire life. And when she went off to a Black college on the East Coast, away from her parents, she had sex every week with somebody different. And she was so sheltered before that. So those early 20s, you get out of college, you're 21, 22. She had passed everybody who had started having sex in high school when just those first couple of years of college. So if you were to meet somebody and say, hey, how many people have you been with when she's 25? And she's like, 37, is that okay?
No. But here's the thing. Like I said, if I'm in my 30s, and I'm not making a double standard, saying anything is better for men, but if I'm in my 30s and now it's time to settle down and create a family, if it feels great to me when I'm inside of her, the body count thing doesn't matter. Now, if it doesn't feel amazing and it's a lot of space, I'm like, hey,
hello. Anybody else in here?
Yeah, who want to know? Oh, that's too many. But if it's too much space and I can't even find my rhythm inside, then I'm like, yo, how many people you been with? But you don't really ask that as you get older.
Let me see what this says. You don't ask that when you get older. Preach, CT. Omari Smooth Spinner says, appreciate as a woman, I don't care either way. Morgane. And Morgane seems like she's sexually free based on the things that she said in the comments.
Hey, what if, like, as women sometimes are impressed by a guy who's had a lot of partners in the past, what if he's had a lot of partners, but he's been trashed for all of them? So you're impressed over the wrong thing. Yeah, he slept with over 100 women. And you're like, oh, really?
And none of them are satisfied.
None of them.
Yes, not the response exactly. Not the echoes.
We're here. Oh, man, they in there. Help us. Oh, man, they want to get out.
Not help us. That echo was wild. Yeah, you never know. You want to bring somebody in on camera here?
Let's do Tay, and then we're gonna talk to Ashley.
So that's a yes.
Yeah.
You want to push it? I see your arm.
No, go ahead. I'm very comfortable.
Your arms look great, baby. You've been working out.
Thank you so much. Thank you for noticing.
He's been working out at least 90 minutes in the gym a day and coming back looking amazing in his black tank tops.
Thank you.
Like, this is how you keep me.
You know what's funny? I realized you've always been right about this because you're really great about health and exercise. But when it comes to your stomach, there isn't an amount of sit-ups that you can do. It's all internal work. And it's like, so I'm really starting to do the internal work instead of just being like, oh, I'm about to just do 100 sit-ups or I'm about to do 200 sit-ups because none of that matters.
Smoothies. I've been seeing you. You went and bought some more stuff for smoothies. And I'm like, okay, baby.
Smoothie getting crazy.
And that's the myth. Most people say I don't have abs or I do have abs. Your abs are always there. You just can't see them if there's a layer of fat on top of them or less muscle or whatever. But you can do sit-ups and that layer of fat will still be there with more defined ab muscles. So the more that you clean out your diet, the more you can see the abs. But let's get back to relationships. But you've been looking good, and that's how this relationship stays together.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, baby.
I'll tell you, I be buying all these shirts, and you just appreciate what people notice.
I love when you wear t-shirts and
you see me take the jacket off last night?
I did.
I was like, they need to see.
I'm glad you did. I got a picture of that. Let's see. This one says, Latasha says, we see. I think she's looking at your muscles.
Thank you, Latasha. I appreciate it. I'm not even flexing.
Amy says, but in the end, all anyone should care about is how things will work out since we don't live in the past, but now and in the future. That's what they should. You're right.
The only thing I care about a woman's past is how she speaks. And her past will influence how she speaks.
You mean like hood rats?
Not necessarily. It's like your mouth is crazy if it's left unchecked, right? So by the time you become a 30-year-old woman, this is who you're gonna be for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. If in your 20s, it can still change. Where if a woman talks crazy, she's dealt with a guy and she's like, I can't get far talking to people like this. But if she's gotten through the strainer and she's gotten through everybody letting her talk like that, there's no way you're gonna change her in her 30s. So I want to know about your past to know if your mouth is crazy.
Right, because his mouth is out of pocket, and if two people's mouth is going crazy, then you have a toxic relationship, which I like watching those kind of relationships. They're really exciting. Those people that go after each other. Love the locks tea. Oh, thank you, Maestro. Broke his ego when I told him his trunk game was unimpressive. Ooh, more game. Oh, that was it. CT has the Cali Burr. I stay in the gym look going on. Next thing we know, he'll be looking shirtless or taking shirtless ab photos for his comedy show promos. Ooh, Autumn Reed.
I saw Cali Burr's pic. I was like, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I saw it too.
He looks great.
Hey, Cali Burr. I saw the pic too.
You know he doesn't support us anymore.
Well,
why would you think he's in here?
Well, somebody will tell him because he did post the pic in my Discord when he was with his shirt off.
This to get the ladies.
Yeah, he got us.
He got us, huh?
He got us.
That's crazy.
You ready to bring in someone?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the show. Our first guest of today's episode will be Cobra Tay.
What up, Tay? What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Just relaxing on my only day off. You feel me?
Hold on. I thought you could do it subtly where your hand wouldn't be blocking. Okay.
Apparently, we see what happened.
Hi, Cobra Tay. Say something again, please.
Just relaxing on my only day off. Just chilling.
Thanks for joining us. Where are you located and what do you want to talk
about? Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm gonna chime in on the theme and I'm gonna ask a question. So to chime in on the theme, I wholeheartedly agree with CT. Wholeheartedly. Men do care about women's fast. Definitely in their early 20s, that body count do count. I ain't gonna lie. I'm speaking as a man from his 20s. That body count. It matters.
Yeah, I agree.
In their 30s, I mean, it's whatever. It is what it is at this point. Caring about a woman's past is definitely important because you got to know what that past is about before you dealing with the future. You got to know what you been through. So
Yeah.
like I'm not dealing with nobody. Like, look, if you've been crazy in the past, let me know now so I can get up out of there.
But they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna
They
admit
better
it.
they better come quick, or I'm out. But my question is, my question is, what really matters? Do does it what really matters? If you have a woman, if you know a woman about, if you know her past, and you know that it's going to be somewhat detrimental to your future, does it matter does it matter about her past, or does it really matter about what she can bring to the table?
Detrimental to your future. Okay, so the question, ladies and gentlemen, if you know about a woman's past and it's going to be detrimental to your future, do you care? Detrimental, is it mental? Because hearing that she's been with a lot of people doesn't affect you unless she's bringing you a disease or a lot of baby daddies that are trying to fight you, or she messed up her credit really bad and now you can't co-sign on property with her. Like, it depends on what you mean by detrimental, because most of the time it's what's in a guy's imagination when he hears about the past and not really anything that's going to affect his future.
Perfect example. If a young lady is someone that has a history of not caring about people's feelings, like the way she acts is very selfish, right? So she's like, oh, I'm cool. You hurt. That's your business. It's like, what? So if you think like that, that can affect us in the future. If you are a thief, like if you used to run scams, can I trust you with money? Are you good with money? How have you been financially over the past decade and a half? This is someone that I need to know if this is going to affect me. That would be detrimental to my future. But if she clean and them walls is tight, it doesn't really matter if she's been with a lot of guys before me. Plus, nobody talks about this, but don't nobody want the chick with a low body count either.
She don't know what she's doing.
She don't know what she's doing, and she gonna be approved with the things that you probably into.
That part, she don't want to do nothing. It's icky. Like, we were watching Love Is Blind a couple seasons ago, and the girl was saying, "Ew, he likes to kiss me." Did she say when he's brushing his teeth or something that wasn't gross, but to her it was so gross. And I was just like, oh, she's approved. And she just was so turned off by this guy, and he was so like affectionate. And I was like, they're not gonna make it.
And they did not.
Let's see. Morgan has a question. Oh, do you have anything else? Did you learn anything from his answer or my answer?
That answers my question. And the only thing, we gonna try to get Uno together, man, because that was fun.
Here's the thing. You're not at fault, bro. You're doing your thing. Right? Tay always shows up. I appreciate that. We got to get the rest of the squad on the ready. Yeah. Appreciate you, Tay. Always a pleasure, my guy.
Cobra Tay.
Oh, man.
You out of here?
Yeah, I'm out of here.
We love Cobra Tay.
Cobra Tay's the best, man.
So great meeting him in person.
He's so tall.
Let's see. Maestro says, Morgan says, okay, but are you just as picky with choosing your partners and making sure you yourself don't have a high body count?
That's the thing. I'm so glad you said that, Morgan. I'm a big do as I say, not as I do person.
Are you?
So yeah, that's kind of me.
I don't know, baby.
So my body count. Here's the funny thing: you don't even know what's high anymore. In my 20s,
are we in the 40s? Are we in the 50s? Are we in the 100s?
Oh, that's how you found out.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Now that I understand that.
Yeah. Which decades of numbers are we in?
When I was in my early 20s, that's why it mattered. Early 20s, man, I was so just looking for love in all the wrong places.
Men with a high body count are actually a catch, Amos says. And Amos lives where prostitution is legal, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the Netherlands. So I don't even want to ask you your numbers, Amos, but if you can think of them and put them in the chat, we would love to laugh with you.
I'll tell you this, man. I'm so glad that I know this now, but if I would have known this when I was 18, it probably would have changed my life dramatically. Knowing the truth about people's energies, the soul tie, because the energy leaves after a few days. But it's like, I remember telling Tanj, I was like, yo, I remember dealing with this woman. That's when I told you I got into a car accident. It was
Yeah.
like I was living in North Hollywood, and I was like, I shouldn't have dealt with that woman. Like she just brought so much of a dark cloud over me, and I'm a really happy person. And you have to really be careful about who you even just hugging somebody. You ever hug somebody and then you just be in a bad mood? Energy.
Yeah, well. Kenny Tenney's in the building. Kenny Tenney, I think
Hilarious
he's the
name.
first time watching. He says, I like a woman with a body count. I don't think that it indicates mental issues, in my opinion. If a woman has never been in love or all her relationships are short, especially if she's 30 or 40 years old, she's probably crazy. Good point. Or if it's a high and she's in her 30s and 40s, that means she couldn't keep anybody, right? She had to keep bouncing from bed to bed to bed. It's gonna be seen both ways. But I like that you respect a woman with a high body count. What do you think, baby?
I don't agree that they're crazy. I think the older you become, you get used to a certain level of lifestyle that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you find peace in whatever you're in. So if you're in a relationship, this is your normal. If you are single and you have things a certain way in your home, this is your normal. So when you get to a certain age, let's say, like you said, 30s and 40s, as a woman, if she's been single this long, it's like, oh, I like my life the way it is. I don't want to have to compromise my life just to be in a relationship. So I don't think they're crazy. I do think the longer a woman is single, the more apt she is
the more
to be
comfortable
single.
she'll be being single, absolutely. And she won't want to change. I've seen a
Right.
lot of women, like my aunties and stuff, who a guy would try to date them and they're really particular about which way the furniture goes and things about, you know, the curtain should never be open before this time of day. And it's like, that stuff doesn't matter, but now you're getting on his nerves and he's out of here.
Let me tell you something. Tanjareen has made a lot of concessions for me, but it's a couple concessions she has not budged on. And those things are her. So it's like, those are things I could never have changed.
Yeah, here we are. Bannister says, who actually keeps track of their body count? I know, I lost track after. When you get past the fingers, you don't want to tell anybody 11 or 12 because they're going to be like, you whore. So you just stop after you get past your hand as a woman.
I think it just doesn't matter as long as it's not at once. Happy anniversary, Tank. Or I mean, happy birthday to your wife.
So if it was 10 people at the same time, could you marry her?
Tory Bricks, yes. But you got to hear it every day. I'm letting Tory slide. Because she's so nice.
So if I had sex with 10 people
at once
at the same time, years before we started dating, you would still marry me?
If they majority were women, yes.
No, these are all men, all penises, huge. Different nationalities, from African slongs to Chinese slants. We talking the whole gamut. Same time, orgy, Tanjareen birthday.
Okay, one follow-up question.
What's up?
Okay. Are these men, do they live in the States or they live in different countries?
They all live where you can run into them.
Nope.
In somewhere in Cali.
Can't do
Long Beach, Inglewood, Gardena.
And every time they see you, that was the time. That was the time. If
they high five you like, you got her, man. She did her thing with us.
What if one dude come and be like, oh, you was last in line. You was last in line. No, I feel like if they were in different countries, I never have to run into them, acceptable. Them being seeable, nah. Couldn't do it, baby girl.
Not slongs and slants. Hey, I'm just being creative. I'm painting a picture for you guys. 10, just 10. Don't ask questions. I don't believe you, Isaac. Not the huge eggplant salad, but I'm wild like that. Okay, let's go to this person, right? I'm glad I only had one person on my body count. Reggie.
You are a liar.
Reggie, you're in the military. Nobody believes you. He's happily married to someone else in the military.
And he's rich.
But for me to think that you weren't with anybody else, we're not dumb. I don't even know how to respond to that. Jordan Taylor says with laughing emojis. Nah, I know I'm not enough.
That's the thing. It's less about me judging you and more about I need to feel like I need to feel like I'm top 3 in your life physically. And
this question is great, Emperor Kev, and it's the same one I had when you were talking about what if she's a thief? How can I trust her with my money? What if she's a changed person? What if she's a born again, saved person? Emperor Kev says, what if she was a freak in the past and now she's doing a 180? Can people change?
People can change. A lot of porn stars move A friend of mine told me this. A lot of porn stars, when they leave the business, they move to like South Dakota or Idaho, and they don't have social media.
Idaho.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
There we go.
And they, just live regular lives. So people can change, and a lot of women who don't move that have been in that business just be like, "Hey, yo, that ain't me no more," and they live a new life.
We know a couple who are now personal trainers. We see them on Instagram,
Yeah.
and they used to be porn stars, and they're completely, changed their life around.
Completely.
And I'm sure people still be in the DMs like, "But how much if I could just see this, or how much if I could just," and it's like.
And sometimes you'd be a fool to not take the money. I mean, let's say, for example, what don't I do anymore as far as like life? I don't do like private parties for like comedy. I used to do a lot of shows at people's houses and stuff when I was brand new. But don't get it twisted, because I did a house party in the Hamptons about 5-6 years ago. And the money was right. So it's like, if you get a call for some money that
So
you like,
with
hey,
enough
yo,
money, you're saying these ex-porn stars will go back to porn.
You've done it once. This time you're getting a major payday. Why would you say no to that?
You've done it once. Everybody has a price. Oh, we got some good comments here. We're going to get to this caller, and then we're going to get to these memes. Where did this one go? Amos says, if the whole world knows about the train wreck, it's going to be hard to have a successful social life as a couple. Absolutely agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. Morgan, spitting the real. She says, well, also, us as women are good at making our men feel like they're in our top 3.
I swear to God.
Bars. And that's how you stay around.
I swear to God.
An ex-freak? Nah, join a nunnery, sweetheart. That's what Bamstead says.
Nunnery.
Corinne Superhead Stephens is an example that went from video vixen to being a born again from the books she spoke about. Ashley, of course, you know about her, because Ashley is our urban almanac and dictionary. And what is Corinne up to now? I had her.
She was married to Columbus Short for a second. And then I think she was with Darius McCreary for a second. I don't know what she's doing now or who she's with.
I bit my tongue from 2 derogatory things that could have gotten me in trouble. So I'm proud of myself. High five.
High five.
High five. Because my mouth.
It's
He's talking
crazy.
about that. My mouth.
Oh,
Woo!
y'all. The real Tanjareen made the appearance last week. She's so funny. Like, this Tanjareen is pretty funny. But the real Tanjareen?
The Inglewood version of Listerine. Because I have different personalities. I'm a Gemini. So Tangerine, Nectarine, Listerine. There's a bunch of us. Beccarine is my inner white girl that likes hiking and doesn't eat fried chicken. And all
She
that
talks
stuff.
to people a lot. Beccarine is who shows up on the phone and meeting new people.
I do business with Beccarine.
Listerine, I guessed a number of like what she weighs. We were having a conversation. It was relative. I would never ask about a woman's weight. She brought it up. And I was like, oh, what are you, blah, blah, blah? And she was like, hell no. Yeah, well.
You can't even say it the way I said it on here.
I know.
Flagged.
But the way she said it, it was just like her cadence of voice. And I was like.
Maestro says, we love unfiltered tans. Superhead definitely said Wayne could still hit no matter who she's in a relationship with. She's not reformed. Ooh.
I wonder, has he taken her up on
Lexi.
that? Like,
Wow.
hey, I need to see you.
Margarine is also another one. Alternative names are hilarious. Thank you so much. Not, what is that? Name the personalities. Yes. What position in the top 3 though? Great question. Oh, Corinne is
I don't think people need to know the position, just as long as you're in the top 3, you know?
She cheated on him with Lil Wayne. Okay, so I guess she did. So she's not changed. Sorry about that. Any person can change if they're willing to.
That's true.
Autumn Reed says you can be top 3. You just don't need to worry about how long the rest of the ranking list is. Top 3 out of 6 is the same as top 3 out of 675. No, it's not. No, it's not, Autumn. Autumn Reed, I'm concerned.
That's hilarious.
Tank, I love this. I don't do it for the money, except when I do it for the money. I love that. All right, you ready? Last person before we get to these memes and get on out of here. And she is already full of energy. Welcome to the show. It's Ashley White with a whole lot of D, double D's, triple D's. What are we working with here? It makes CP put his glasses on. Look at this. All of a sudden, He wants to see better. And she's wearing a Tanjareen beanie that she ordered on my website on Tanjareen.com. It looks great. You can get yours on Tanjareen.com. She's tearing stuff down. She's got on my I Got That Juice Box shirt and my beanie all from Tanjareen.com. Click the store. I appreciate you. Oh, hold on a second. We just got a super chat. Hold on, I'll be right back to you.
Hey.
This is from Amos Coates. It is 55 euros. Wow. That is worth more than dollars, and anything over $50 gets slow, wet kisses. Amos Coates, help me out, Ashley. Amos Coates, these kisses are just for you.
What's Ashley so funny?
She like she's rapping. Amy's gonna take the money back now.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Amy's Coates, these kisses are just for you.
Why is she so adorable? Yo.
Lord have mercy. Oh, that was funny. That was funny.
That's classic.
By the way, this stuff is quite entertaining. Thank you, Amos. Amos is laughing. Open mouth kisses. Yes, when you give over $50, you get all of that. Thank you, Amos. Ashley, is she Hispanic? No, she is Caucasian from the Caucasoid Mountains. Ashley is hilarious. What's your question and where are you located?
Hey y'all, hey, I am Ashley from Charlotte, North Carolina, as Mike would say, from the wood, the movie, pow, pow, pow. My question is, so to the past, especially like say a girl has been through a traumatic event, why is it like say some guys that say they're interested in this woman when she starts to open up and she reveals this traumatic event, why they seem like all of a sudden they're like scared or don't know how to handle that? Like, especially if they say they see that person in their future.
I think, and of course I would have to know more details to answer correctly, but I think that men say what they need to say to get what it is they want. So of course you would say, oh yeah, I don't care about that. Oh yeah, you know, I would love to spend more time with you. I would love to introduce you to my mom one day. Like, I think they say what they need to say for their ultimate goal. So if they see you as somebody they want to get in bed with, and they know that, you know, I got to wait 30 days before she'll sleep with me, or I got to pretend that I want her to be my girlfriend, then they'll do all that they need to do so that they can do that. And if they did it once and it was good, they want to keep it up. They may not necessarily want to wife you, but they may want to keep having you in their rotation. Then they'll just keep saying what they need to say. If they said they would be okay with it and then weren't, that might be the reason. What do you think, baby?
I completely agree. I have nothing to add besides the fact that most men, this is a lot of times where I've said women are stronger than men, because the things that you guys go through and have to deal with on a daily basis are things that we couldn't fathom, right? So I just did a video on my IG 2 or 3 days ago about a woman's fupa, right? And the comments that she received on that video, because I tagged her. So like the comments that she received, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't imagine dealing with this as a woman. I couldn't imagine reading these things. And the way that she handled it with class and patience was amazing.
That's good.
I say that to say the things that you're mentioning, Ashley, there are so many things that women deal with traumatically as well that a lot of men could not even fathom. So we aren't well equipped in helping you cope with those things or helping you grow with those things outside of just being an ear or a shoulder or a hug, you know, or somebody that's just there just to be there. And I think also a lot of men know that, so they kind of retreat, like, let me get out of here, because I didn't know that was going to be the can of worms. You know what I'm saying?
Latasha said the fupa video was fire.
Thank you, Latasha.
James said Ashley answered her own question. They don't know how to deal with it. That's the answer. Maestro says Ashley sounds like she seats people at the Waffle House. No shade, of course. I'm just saying she's definitely country. She's in North Carolina. We love her accent.
Like Tanj had, like, you know, some of the things that she shared on the show about things that she's been through with men in the past is enough to scare anybody. Each separate event is enough to shut any normal person, man or woman, down. I glory be to God, I've only had one traumatic event, and that
Was it me? Was it Listerine?
were you the traumatic event? No.
Okay.
That's happened in my life that I still mentally and emotionally deal with to this day. So for her to have gone through so many, I wasn't prepared for it, but she taught me how to help her through it.
Yeah, that's true. Because when we first met, he was like, "Oh, you cry, I don't know what to do. I can't stand when a woman cries. I'll tune out, da 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 da." But he's actually been very comforting whenever anything happens to me, or when
Tanjareen cries, I immediately go to trying to give her a hug or do something because she taught me how to do it.
Yay.
Before, when any other person cries, I'd be like,
I don't know.
I got nothing. Ashley, you look so cute. Thank you for supporting me at Tanjareen.com. I really love it. And I want to thank you because our anniversary was on 5/14/14. And Ashley is a graphic designer. She took a picture that she saw online of me and CT when we got married. And she put these graphics around it. She put it in a frame and she sent it to us in the mail. We didn't ask for it. She's just a sweetheart. And she sent this card with it. Let's see what the card says.
I'm going to tell you, but you read the card, Ashley. What you did with this picture is better than our actual picture. I love this more. I swear to you.
It's for real.
Yay.
Swear to God.
It says, Tanjareen and CT, thank you so much for all the advice and support. You both are amazing! Exclamation point. Continue to be the blessing and wonderful people that you are. Thank you so much. Marriage go round, Tanjareen and CT, marriage go round. She actually wrote that right there. Ashley W.I.G. Ashley Elise.3.
Great penmanship as well.
Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. Thanks for coming on the show and adding to our podcast. I will see you in the Discord. You are always a treat, full of energy and love. Thank you. Mwah. Look at all of the boobs. Lord have mercy. Bye.
I'm going to tell you something, Ashley. Next gift you said, but it has some nudes in it. I ain't going to lie to you. I better drop that card and be like,
That's
well, look
hilarious.
at that.
You guys are perfect motivation for today's workout. Okay, thanks, guy. Are you working out while you watch this? Yeah, ears and hugs. That's what you get when somebody's sad. And then he puts the lying emoji. So I'm not sure. The picture is dope,
No,
Ashley. All right, let's go. Ashley did a fire job with that. Lexi Lex says, yes, she did.
This is amazing, yo. I literally, she took it out the plastic. It looks so dope. We got to hang this up.
It does look great.
Damn, this is
And
good.
we don't actually have any of our own wedding pictures hanging in our house anywhere. So
We don't.
We don't. This will be the first. It's on my to-do list to put our pictures in.
You got a long
and
list.
to do our book of all the pictures of people at the wedding, but I haven't
married
done
for
it yet.
9 years.
I know, well, maybe for year 10. So we got a bunch of memes, but we only have, 5 or 6
I said we
minutes
just
left, so
read.
let's do a few.
Let's do top 3
Did you read them all? You know what the top 3?
memes. No, I haven't.
All right, folks. So this show is the show that not only talks about relationships, but we also talk about funny relationship memes. We love a website on Instagram a page on Instagram called 6 Brown Chicks. They do something called Wednesday Wisdom.
Gotta support the
And we actually have
chicks.
2 weeks worth of their posts, which is 6 per week. That's 12 posts, but we'll just do a few.
It's 3. Let's go do 3.
Maybe 5.
Let's just do 3.
Let's see how quickly we can go. This one is from today. This one made me laugh. You guys let us get ready with your opinions. Then we'll let you know what we have coming up in the week ahead. This one, question 1 says, I can't read. Where you going, baby?
I'm right here.
I treated my boyfriend of 1 year to a trip to Greece for his birthday. Ooh, we're Chicagoans. We know no one in, however you say that place, because my contacts are a mess. In Cyprus, I don't know how to say it. Thank you.
I treated my boyfriend of 1 year to a trip to Greece for his birthday. We're Chicagoans. We knew no one in Cyprus. However, we checked in and he left me behind at the hotel to go sightseeing alone. He was gone for an hour, ignoring my calls. I panicked, went to the hotel lobby to find him helping his wife check in. He told me he was broke. I paid for everything. He told me he was leaving her, but obviously not. He never came back to our room. I toured Greece solo, tears in every photo. On checkout day, I found out my credit card paid for 2 rooms. He said, I'm sorry. I promised my wife a proper honeymoon before I divorced her, and I never could afford it. If I know he loves me and that he's conflicted.
She wild.
I don't want him to go to jail, but I want him to know I don't appreciate the theft and being stranded in Greece alone.
I don't appreciate is her response.
That was her response.
That's hilarious. I don't appreciate it. Lexi Lex says, these can't be real life. The audacity. She's been dating a married man for a year and believed anything that man said. She's a simp. Always wanted to go there. Isaac is not focused on the right part of the story. Greece is a beautiful place to visit. Okay, y'all, pay attention. And then here's somebody at the end of the show where we're supposed to be leaving that is getting off camera. That was one of them. You guys can put your comments in here. We can look at them later. But I just think that it's very hilarious that, yes, she's dating somebody married and then wants to stay with him. But he's lying to her saying, hey, I'm leaving my wife, but I did promise her a good honeymoon. So why don't you pay for it for us? How do I tell him I don't appreciate? Oh, Lord, don't get me started. All right.
Let's read one more and then bring this person in so we split the baby. And then we tell everybody what we got coming up.
Okay. And let's see. This one is number 4. I think I can read it. It's right here. Nope, it's right here. Okay. Do, re, mi. I fell for an Instagram filter queen. All I saw was a big butt, tiny waist, and perfect face. I subscribed to her exclusive content, subscribed to her OnlyFans, arranged for a meetup, and was beaten and robbed at the hotel. I don't think this woman ever existed, just an AI bot. Here's the thing. I know one of the robbers was my brother-in-law. I want to tell my wife that her brother pistol whipped me, robbed me, and made me go home in my underwear. My wife thinks I was robbed in a parking lot at work, but can't tell her for obvious reasons. At family events, he smiles at me, knowing he beat and robbed me. Should I confess to my wife? Tired of keeping secrets. Her brother is a menace. That's really funny. And we've had a similar story where somebody was doing something they shouldn't have been doing, got to some hookers. The hookers got them robbed or something. And they had to go home and say that they were jumped.
Oh, yeah. A couple of weeks ago, we read that.
Exactly. People are wild. I like this one, too.
Oh, you just going to go against the grain?
Yeah, because we got so many. You're going to send me 6 more next week. And it takes me a lot of time to sit there and cut, resize, upload, title them. This one says... After having 2 kids with a womanizer / liar, I prayed for an honest man. I got one. He's a cop and he also works at Walmart where I met him. His honesty hurts my feelings. Me, where you at? Him, about to be in someone else?
Ooh.
Me, am I better though? Him, I won't be comparing.
Oh.
Not thinking of you right now. Woo! We've messed around several times and I've asked him not to tell me about other women. His response, don't ask me what you don't want to know. I feel like we're getting closer. I plan to get pregnant. I put holes in the condoms. No baby yet. I will have his first child. Would a new baby make him settle down and be kinder to me?
This sucks, man, because these are real people.
This so crazy. I was hoping they had writers on this site, yo.
Yo, this is wild.
Is so crazy. How could you possibly? You want an honest man, you got one. But you didn't say honest and faithful. You didn't say honest and monogamous. You said honest. So he's going to tell you, yeah, I'm about to go smash somebody else. Well, am I better than her? Hey, I don't even think about you when I'm over there, baby girl. Your time is your time. I'm over here doing what I got to do.
It's almost like when people say they want a good man or they want a good woman. For how long?
What you mean for how long?
You got to be specific.
How long you going to be good to me?
No, what I'm saying is, like, you're like, oh, I want a good woman. You'd be like, all right, but for how long? Do you want a good woman that is going to leave at the first sign of bad things? Do you want a good woman that's going to be good for a certain amount of time and then she's going to end up changing? Do you want a good woman through and through? Is she going to be someone who's equally yoked to you? You got to be specific when you ask for things. I learned that.
And define good.
Right. Tanjareen had just taught me about manifestation officially. I knew it was based on something I had done for myself before, but I didn't know that I was doing it. So she taught it to me. And I remember the year I was like, I want $5,000 in my bank account. I remember the day that I had $5,000 in my account, the next day I had to spend $5,000 for something. So you have to be specific.
And I was like, you didn't say how long you wanted it in there for. That's a very key thing.
Right.
These are fun. Let me just get a couple more out of here.
Tanjareen.
All right, this one right here. This one makes me laugh. My pastor of 3 years, my husband of 3 years, a pastor, smells like fish. Why'd you do that?
I was trying to make it large for you. Jesus Christ.
My husband of 3 years, a pastor, smells like fish after he works out. He says it's diabetes. That's the fish smell. It's common in older diabetic men. I've not been able to find info on this anywhere. Also concerning to me is the painful cold sore that my husband passed on to me. I popped up at the gym to work out with him, and he was in the car talking to a new female member of our church. Car smelled like fish.
Yeah.
Husband says they were praying about her health challenges, and I was wrong to sneak up on him and to accuse a man of God of cheating. Thoughts? That is hilarious. He smells like fish every time he comes from the gym. And he's like, yeah, I got diabetes.
My first thought is, as a man, nobody should be able to sneak up on you in a car. You need to be looking at your surroundings at all times. I don't care who was in the car with you. Number two, it stayed on you. Number three, you dealing with this woman continuously and she's smelling like that truck.
Yeah, how bad do you want to cheat that you going to somebody, girl, not the fish, and you don't even wash the smell off and the vagina juices off before you go home to your wife. You keep lying to her about what the smell is. You don't smell it? You cool driving in your car with this, having this on your clothes?
She'd be like, what's that fish smell? He'd be like, you ain't cooking? No, you cooking. I smell it all in your drawers.
Oh, here's a side job as a fishmonger. He should have said that, Amos. He was fishing for real, Taisha. What's up, Taisha?
We're coming to you right now, man.
Okay, here we go. Second guy needs to hire big homie who just got out of jail to publicly pretend to be the brother-in-law's gay lover at a large family event. Just to give it some embarrassment. All right, here we go. Finger fishing in the car. Ooh.
So we got to bring you in, man. Give us your question and your answer to the question of the day.
Yes, because our show was
okay.
over
We got
when you came
real
in.
quick. How y'all doing? I love both of y'all. Am I talking too fast? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, Omari. Tell us where you're located and what's your relationship question quickly.
Oh, damn. I'm in the DMV. I'm trying not to show my whole house. We need to clean up. I'm in the DMV. I live in Lynchburg, Virginia, or whatever. It's close to Alexandria and Maryland. My thing is, going back to what he said, you got to have your hygiene together. Can't be no fish. Anyways, y'all can tell, Anyways, let's get back to the subject at hand. This is my problem. This is more personal because I know it's going to be on YouTube anyway. But this is more personal. Going back, yes. When you're in your 20s or whatever, that crap it counts when you're in your 20s. Like you said, CT, it counts when you're in your 20s as far as a woman. Yes, the man, we go get the pat on the back. We get our jersey. Yes, my guy. Yes, we did it. Yes. I'll get the cook till I get got. Yes, we get our shirt. We got our jersey. But my thing is, why is it okay for a person to continue do something to you and then mess with your close friend? Why is that okay?
You mean like a woman messing with a guy?
Yes, a woman messing with a guy. She messed with your close friend. She did cross the line. Am I still on here?
Yeah, you are still here.
Yes. My Wi-Fi tripping up. But yeah.
Okay, so what you're asking is a woman that's messed with you, then mess with your friend like shortly after?
Yes. Messing with somebody that's your close friend. And you know what I'm saying? I've been Casanova or whatever. Like I was the popular.
All right. We actually have that as a topic for a future episode. How soon can you date somebody that your friend already dated?
Ooh, let's talk about that next week because I got thoughts.
Okay, so Omari, your internet is not working and you came on late, but we are definitely going to get to your topic because that's a whole topic show that we have on our list.
That's next week.
Exactly. And he's under the influence. He was about to tell us that. That's why Omari needs to work on keeping that camera steady. Yes, he does, Lex. I want to thank some people that sent me some cash apps because you guys have been super generous, and we'll get to some more of those memes. Piss sent me 3 cash apps for my birthday, 3 in a row, and said, for good luck for your birthday, for the love. Z-Dog sent me money for my birthday, and the person who calls themselves Login 110 sent me a nice, good $50. So I want to thank you for that. And these kisses are for you. That's for Piss, and that's for Z-Dog, and for Login 110 for the $50. Slow wet kisses. Thank you guys for sowing seeds onto this tangerine tree. I have a show next Thursday at this place called Pow House on Melrose. It is the Short Bus Revolt comedy show number 6. CT will be at the Ice House with Brett Goldstein, one of the executive producers of the show Shrinking, which I love, with Kevin Tate and Caroline Reed and Taquita Love. And that's at the Ice House in Pasadena tomorrow. You got a show tonight too, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not performing. I'm going to support Sir Aviola.
Okay.
Bam. Yeah. I thought it was one of my book nights. Tomorrow's my book night. I'm hosting that show. And then, bam.
You hosting the show tomorrow at the Ice House?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm going. And Friday?
Friday. I'm down at the Stand-Up Comedy Club in Bellflower. What's that?
For Slow Kisses for the money for Amos and Logan.
I thought you did that already. Anyway, yeah. Bellflower, my guy, Justin Ruppel. It's going to be incredible. It's similar to the Tag Up show, but differently. It's even more interactive with the audience and the comedians.
Nice.
So Friday night will be myself, Justin Ruppel, and it's going to be down to Stand-Up Comedy Club in Bellflower.
I want to go. CT's Cash App, you shortened it, right?
No, it's Team CT Entertainment.
You still spell out entertainment? I thought it was just Team CT Ent.
Nah.
Team CT Entertainment is his Cash App. Put the cash tag in front, spell that all out, and go on and send them some of your pictures on there so they know it's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my the
logo.
CT,
yeah. So they'll know it's you. Tanjareen, you wild for that tongue action. Booked and busy, Morgan.
Wild.
All right, we went 10 minutes over, but that's cool because we were having a good time.
It was a great time.
And I really enjoy how much fun we have on this show. Please, these live views are not long enough, and the numbers are not big. So we appreciate you guys watching us live. Please share this. Put positive emojis under it. If you're in the live chat on YouTube, go under the video on YouTube and put some comments after this goes off. And we will talk to you, Smooth Spinner, next week. We're going to do a whole episode about that topic. So please come back next week on time, which I think we're going to do the show an hour later next week.
Yeah, 4 o'clock next week.
4 o'clock, so that'll be 7 o'clock Eastern. So that I can go do some stuff and donate to the homeless. Okay, bye, you guys.
After I've already given away the clothes.
I know. She got an odor. Red flag. Exactly. This was very fun. Great show tonight. Thank you guys for being here. We can't do the show without you. Bye. We're going to push the button.
All right, y'all.